Hello, I am Dr. Ranjeet Verma, and today I would like to discuss about the very relevant area in the field of marketing, that is the brand management. We are very particular when we are thinking of a brand, and many organizations, are taking care of their brands well and maintained over a period of time. But we have a number of examples with us that sometimes brand does not work as what we are expecting. So in this case, to understand brand, to understand brand value, it's important for the organizations, because brand, sometimes we understand that that's a company, that's a organization. Sometimes we called up that the brand is a quality. Sometimes we called up that the brand is a promise. But in a layman definition, we understand brand as a symbol, brand as a word, brand as a name, brand as a association of words and graphics, brand as a combination of colors, brand as a trademark, brand as a logo. So these are some of the areas of concern whereby the companies are managing and maintaining and developing the brands over a period of time. But question is, how exactly we can define the brand? We can define the brand as an experience. Obviously, whenever you are using any kind of product, any kind of brand, that gives certain values which you have in your mind. You are thinking that the brand should perform well. You are thinking that the brand should not harm you. So these are the number of areas. But branding is not a small area. It's a very complicated task when the companies are building their brands. You might heard about this very popular brand, that's Lux. Obviously, normally Lux is a very small word, but whenever we are thinking of its projection in terms of image, it gives a value to the customers in terms of beautiful. So the beautiful is the projection of the Lux, but Lux is not as old as we can say. It's about 100 years old brand in a market, which is which is primarily introduced by the Lever brothers, and it's a prominent brand of the Hindustan Unilever Limited, which is working in India. Obviously, Lux, which has a certain place in the mind of customers, it's not easy that it's a one-time shot, that any company which is basically thinking of the building of brand in the mind of the customers, that within the span of 2 days, within the span of 3 days, they can build up the brand name in the mind. Brand as a quality, brand as a bonding, brand as a social image, brand as a structural values. So everything we can count in the case of brand. Companies normally are not taking care of the elements of brands, but every element of a brand is important when the companies are making and taking care of the brands within the eyes of the customers. So it's a very important area. I've started this lecture series as this brand area is very important for the students of management, the students of marketing, and they must know, they must be uh, aware of the every area of branding which is important for their due course of study. Obviously, practically, the brands gives number of things in the mind of the organization, employees, and the customers and their stakeholders. So it's an important area. I hope this is the introductory phase which I have started, and in the later on stages, I'll give the certain aspects of the brand values, brand image, brand personality, and the overall sphere of the strategic brand management, which will be very helpful for the MBA students, those who wants to keen to know the branding and their brand areas. Thank you so much. And this is my initiative. This is the first initiative though, but I hope these informations obviously gives certain values to your credentials also. Thank you so much for listening and taking care of my attention. Thanks.